My name's Nick Godleman and I'm from London, England. Well, about 7 years ago now, I was a bit concerned that my teeth were starting to look a bit bad, so I looked around. I think I saw an advert online or something, and I contacted VitalEurope in London. I went in to see them, and they did an examination, gave me a good quotation, but at the time I couldn't really afford even at the good price that VitalEurope was. So I left it for a while, and then that's basically how the relationship started. Then about 7 years went by and I really started to hate my teeth. I didn't like the color, I didn't like the shape of my teeth, and also I was earning a little bit more money. So I went again and had another consultation in London, and this time I said to myself, if it's less than a certain amount, then I already knew I was definitely going to do it. So I just wanted them to tell me, and if it was less than that, in my mind I knew. So straight away I said, yep, that's fine, it's within my budget, I really want to get this done now. And that's how we started. I have to say the big factor was the price. I also liked the way that they'd actually been around for those 7 years, so that gave me some sort of consistency as well. The dentist I saw on the second visit, I have to say I thought he was absolutely excellent. He explained things very clearly, he understood my sense of humour, my nervousness. And I'd also, actually, one of my friends is a dentist in London, in Harley Street. And I knew that it would cost something like nearly 3 times for him, because he's very upmarket, nearly 3 times the cost. And I asked him about it, and he said, for what the cost is, it's very good. And so he almost, although he didn't recommend it because he's a dentist in Harley Street, he said it's, you know, worth doing. In fact, he even looked at my plan afterwards and said it looked okay. He said it's a lot of work to do in a short period of time, but he said it looks like a good plan. And I'm looking forward to showing him my teeth when I get back. Dentist, as I said, was very good. You go there, they do an X-ray, like not an X-ray, it's a CT scan or something, isn't it? Which is fantastic, and it really shows everything that's going to be done. And again, that starts to give you confidence, because you can see that the equipment is being used is very, very advanced, much more than your normal dentist in London or anywhere, as far as I know. So first of all, you do that, then you go and see the dentist himself, and he shows you the picture and he explains what he can see in the picture, and then he explains what your options are, because obviously you have to make some decisions as to how you want things doing. Following that, you go and wait for 5 minutes, and then they give you the bad news or the good news, depending on how you want to look at it. For me, it was mostly cosmetic. I was uncomfortable with my teeth. There were some gaps, so that was making it harder to eat, and I was always getting like food stuck in my teeth, between my teeth. So every time I ate something, I found I was going to the bathroom and taking out pieces of meat or something, and I was just fed up with that. And plus it looked really bad. I mean, I'm sure with this video they're going to put some pictures of before and after. See, I was uncomfortable. You know, I go out a lot, I still have a very active social life, and I want to not be ashamed of my teeth. So I would say mostly cosmetic, but certainly a little bit of sort of restoration and solving those problems as well. And in my case, I wanted to get everything done. I didn't see any point in just doing a little bit and saving a couple of £1,000. You know, I wanted to get a complete new smile, but that was for me. Obviously not everybody's going to want a complete smile. In London, it's okay. I wouldn't say, I mean, the facilities, the equipment is very, very good, both in Budapest and in London. The offices in London aren't anything special, but then why waste money on an office when it's better to give good value for money? But the equipment is really nice. Office in London, very easy to get to. That's a plus point, very central. In Budapest, the facility here where we are now, it's lovely. The staff are friendly, the equipment seems to be nice. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's really good. But in fact, when I got here the first time, it was much bigger than I expected and much more professional than I expected. So that was a nice surprise. The travel, obviously I organised the flights myself, and I think that's nice as well, because I notice you don't have to pay a deposit. As long as you've booked your flights, then they know you're coming. And I think that's very good as well, because you know, you don't have to sort of make that decision, you can do it with the flights. So that was good. The flights I arranged myself. The guy met me, your guy met me at the airport, took me to my apartment. The apartment, I would say, is simple. Well, anyway, it's not luxury. But it's good standard. You have everything you need. And in any case, you're just going to be going home, maybe your teeth are going to be a bit sore, so you don't need too much. The location of the apartment I stayed in was great, right in the town centre, so every night we had a really good restaurant immediately underneath, and you find that you'll be eating a lot of soup for the first few days. So it's important to find somewhere where there's good goulash soup. I'm now an expert on every type of goulash soup in the whole of Budapest. And mashed potato as well. And then each day I asked the guy here to arrange a taxi to come and collect me, because it's about a 20-minute journey from the apartment. And then each night the guy got me a taxi to take home. When I wanted to change the time, or anything like that, then I just sent him an email or gave him a phone call, and they arranged for it to happen. So the organisation was fantastic. They changed the treatment plan a couple of times to make, in fact they changed it to less money, incredibly, because I had some, instead of having veneers on some of my teeth, they said crowns would look better. So that cost less money, and they gave me some money back at the end. Not a lot, but they gave me some money back. Once you're here, they look after you, they tell you what's happening. My dentist in particular, he explained everything very clearly, told me what was going to happen that day, and good and bad. So he said, he'll say, today you're having a lot of injections, and he knows I hate injections, so one funny thing they did, the nurse, the dental assistant, at one stage I was having injections and the music was playing was something by Ed Sheeran, and the lyrics were, you hurt me, you hurt me, you hurt me, and I'm having my injections at the same time. I don't know if that was deliberate or not, but I don't think it was deliberate. I just was funny. No regrets whatsoever. Really, really happy. I really think my dentist has been fantastic. He's understood me, and we've laughed about a couple of things. I believe he's done a fantastic job. I suppose I'll know in 10, 20 years' time when I've still got my teeth, because they're mine now. You're not having them back. Yeah, he was really good, and he even recommended a couple of places for me to go in the evening when I told him I wanted to go to a nightclub, and so on and so forth. So I can't speak highly enough about my dentist. Yeah, the city's good. The taxis are very good, very reliable. Didn't have any problems at all. The food is good. It's very cheap to eat compared to London. It's incredibly cheap to eat out. And the quality of the food seems very, very good. But again, we'll be doing some more going out now for the last night to celebrate. I'm sure we'll have a good time in some of the places. And it's fantastic places. We went on two river cruises. One was fantastic, so we've done quite a lot. We've made the most, made it a bit of a holiday as well. I've got to say, because of I compare it to the dentist who was my friend in London, who I couldn't afford to use. I've probably saved something like £20,000. £100%. And I already have that. Thank you ever so much for looking up.